I actually picked up a book that I was planning on giving my niece to, make her boyfriends read. Oh, God, it's an interesting one. So, yeah, live and streaming. Ain't that a peach? Let's go ahead and switch over to my storage door because, well, I'll be reading a book. Very interesting book. You want to know what kind of interesting book? I will show you. It is this book. Okay. Uh, How to be a good boyfriend. 34 ways to keep her from getting annoying, jealous, or crazy. I've kind of had to deal with all of those. Well, I don't think I've had anyone worry about jealous because I've never really been considered a catch. So, introduction to the guys. I know what you're looking for. You want a woman in your life who is fun to hang out with, including a fun sex life, who is a supportive friend, and who isn't annoying or crazy. I get it. But what you probably don't realize is that the little things that you can do turn us into the annoying, jealous, crazy girlfriend. We need 3 things from you. Give us these 3 things, and it'll be the best relationship you've ever had. Don't, and we'll get annoying. We'll get jealous. We might even get a little crazy. If you want to have a great time with her without the drama or headaches, keep reading. This book is for you. To the ladies. Work with me here. Although this book is written as a how-to guide for guys, we have to do our part too. Throughout the book, there are a note to the ladies sections. Please read them, understand them. They will save your relationship. But will they? I don't know. What's written in this book is not based on any scientific research, interviews with experts, or mass surveys. This is simply what my friends and I have been talking about for years. Take from it what you like. The women I'm writing about are mature, successful, sane women who are interested in having a good relationship. The stories are based on true events, although names, identifying information, and unimportant details have been changed so that any resemblance to real persons is purely coincidental. The first time a guy said to me, "Why? What should I have done differently?" When I called things off, I thought, really? Do I need to teach you how to be a good boyfriend? After the third time it happened, I decided to take a break from dating and start writing. So, whoever you were that got her to write this, thank you, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, chapter 1, or lesson 1, whichever it is. Keep your eye on the prize. The most important thing to remember when dating a woman is to stay focused on your goals. If you want to have good times with her and want to have her be a good supportive friend to you, you have to give her what she needs to be comfortable in the relationship. Good point. Generally speaking, women will be most comfortable when 1. They feel special, different from and better than all of the others you've dated. 2. We feel cared for, that you care about our feelings and our happiness. In the beginning, this just means that you care about what restaurants we prefer or how we feel about saving the whales. Later, it means that you care how we feel about an argument we had with a sibling. Or how we feel about a situation at work. And once the relationship is serious, this will mean that you care deeply about our feelings and our happiness. Really, guys, if you're not caring about women and what they want, how the hell are you not single and I am? Well, let me go continue reading. 3. We feel some sense of security in the relationship. Not necessarily forever kind of security, but to know that if we keep doing what we're doing, you'll be sticking around. See, it's information, really. Those are really the 3 things they need. Make them feel safe, make them feel cared for, make them feel special. Honestly, the book could stop there, but it doesn't. I said that's like on the first page after the introduction. When women don't feel special, cared for, or secure, we can get jealous and annoying. When your behavior is inconsistent, we can even get crazy. This is all discussed later on, but just remember that to get to the relationship you want, you'll need to make us feel special, cared for, and secure. This book will teach you exactly how to do that. Later in the book, I'll be talking about a solid relationship, and I want to take time to define that now. A solid relationship is one where the partners know each other very well, can count on each other for friendship and support, communicate well, and are comfortable with whatever level of sexual activity they are having. It is a functioning, close relationship. It doesn't have to be serious in the sense of forever. It just has to be close, trusting, healthy relationship for both partners. Yeah, makes sense. To create a solid relationship, each partner must care about the other's happiness and act accordingly. That's really all it comes down to. Women are usually raised to be more nurturing, so it may come easier to us. That's not to say we're perfect at it, but we do have a head start. We also tend to talk with and seek advice from others on this subject. Men are great at figuring out things on their own, but that could take a bit of time. This book will help speed up the process for both men and women, leading to happier dating experiences. So, guys, first thing to remember, keep your eye on the prize and give her what she needs. All right, good way to start. 2, start strong. This is probably where I lost it. I'm not a great starter. Oh, my wife was scared the first time I met her because she just, well, weird situation. She was needing a place to stay. I waited up for her outside the apartment, and without her not knowing what I looked like, or frankly, I didn't really know what she looked like either, I scared the shit out of her talking to her when she showed up. And there's the history lesson on this wolf. Thank you. Anyway, 2, start strong. In the beginning of a relationship, it seems that men often misunderstand our need to be treated well for a need to have things get serious overnight. They somehow think that because we haven't been dating very long or aren't officially dating yet, they don't have to pay much attention to how they treat us. And first story on here. Ryan didn't bother to call. Ryan and Lucy met through friends and had gone out for drinks twice. They had a date set for Saturday night, but were thinking of getting together earlier in the week as well. Ryan said to Lucy, "I'll give you a call later. Maybe we'll get a drink tonight." By 8 p.m., he hadn't called, so Lucy sent him a text. "Hey, what are you up to tonight?" At about 11 p.m., Ryan finally replied. He texted to say that he left his phone in the car and didn't bother to go out in the rain to get it earlier. "You're probably sleeping by now, so I'll give you a call tomorrow." Ryan didn't think it was any big deal because they hadn't made definite plans. He spent the afternoon and evening studying for his next actuarial exam. But Lucy was expecting to hear from him. She wasn't necessarily expecting to see him, but she was expecting him to call. If you can't follow through on calling when you say you will, it makes me doubt that you will ever follow through on bigger things, like our dinner date on Saturday. She didn't feel cared for, and she certainly didn't feel secure. A week later, when this type of thing happened again, Ryan said, "It sounds like you want this relationship to be serious." "Serious?" Lucy asked. "I'm not asking you to meet my parents. I'm asking for a common courtesy." See, you tell someone you're going to do something, do it because they're not doing it makes them kind of worried and insecure about it. What we'd like you to understand is that we, successful, intelligent, mature, and sane women, are not looking to meet a guy today and be in love tomorrow. We know that good relationships take time, to build and grow. But nothing good will ever come from a poor start. Even if we haven't been seeing each other for very long, you need to be sure to show common courtesy at all times. Call when you say you will call. Don't cancel plans. Don't be late. This means you have to plan ahead, account for traffic, and truly make an effort. If a delay can't be avoided, call to let us know. Little things like this make a huge difference in the beginning of a relationship. It shows that you are respectful of our time and our feelings, which makes us feel valued and special. You are already scoring points with us, and all you've done is exhibit some common courtesy. And keep in mind that treating us this way doesn't make the relationship serious. It makes you a good guy, and it makes us want to continue to date you. It makes sense. Why don't people do this shit? Why do they have to write a book about telling people to do this shit? I mean, seriously. Grow up. Tom and the trip. Tom and Amy worked together when Amy lived in New York. A few years after she moved back to the West Coast, she and Tom reconnected. They both showed romantic interest and they talked about Tom visiting. The best time for him would be in January, the same time Amy had already planned a solo trip to Mexico. So she thought about it for a couple of weeks and figured, why not invite him on the trip? It might be more comfortable to meet in neutral territory, she thought, and it will probably be more fun, too. She mentioned it to him, and he asked for more details about the trip. She was happy to forward him some information, but then nothing. They talked several times after, and he didn't mention a thing. Finally, he mentioned in passing that he'd made other plans for that week. Amy didn't feel bad about him not wanting or being able to come on the trip, but she was upset that he didn't ever mention it. Tom kept saying, "You're just upset because you didn't get what you wanted, me to come on the trip." But that wasn't it at all. She just wanted an answer to her question. That would have been a common courtesy. "I'm sorry you can't make the trip with you, but I would love to see you soon." That's all Amy was looking for. Kevin and his emails, part 1. What am I doing? 12 minutes in. Damn, not bad. Anyway, Kevin and his emails, part 1. Kevin and Samantha met through an online dating website. While Kevin's interests seemed to come and go, they did end up going out once and seemed to have a great time. She didn't hear much from him afterwards, and certainly no call for a second date. Oh well, she thought. About a year later, Kevin saw that they had a mutual friend online and reconnected with Samantha. She was happy to hear from him, but wondered if his intent would again come and go. The emails were short and light, with friendly conversation and a bit of flirting on his part. He mentioned getting together, and she was interested. Then nothing. Holidays came and went, and both Kevin and Samantha were away for short vacations. After returning, Kevin wrote Samantha to ask her about her trip. In fact, he wrote a second time to ask her more details. She was surprised at this level of interest and proceeded to write back a paragraph or two. She also asked more about his trip. Then a week went by, and nothing. 2 weeks, no reply. In her mind, this was the equivalent of waking up to someone, starting a conversation, then just turning around and walking away. He initiated contact after the year went by. He talked about making plans. He asked for more details about her trip. And then he disappeared. Clearly, he still wasn't all that interested in her, but he could have at least maintained a friendship of writing a one-line email to end the conversation. Common courtesy, that's all she was looking for. Instead, she removed him as one of her online friends, and a few months later he tried to add her as an online friend again, and she clicked ignore. Common fucking courtesy, people. I mean, really. I know I might be bad about it, but I tell people that I'm bad about it, so they should expect it by now. Not that I don't try to keep communication, but Anxiety prevents me from really talking to people. I know what you're thinking. Women like bad boys. Yes, women like men who are edgy. But of course, no woman wants to date a jerk. Right. Sorry, that's just me laughing about it. You can be edgy and still treat her well. You take us for a ride on your motorcycle, and in making those plans, you call when you say you will, and you show up on time. You take us to a concert and use your connections to get us backstage. While we're backstage, you look out for us and don't stray too far. Common fucking courtesy, guys, really. I don't know why I'm the one giving dating advice. I didn't even date. I just, I'm not getting there. I'm not going to lie. The more attractive you are, the more you can get away with here. But even so, you'll never keep her if you're not treating her well. She might keep you around to sleep with you because you're hot, but when she gets tired of feeling less than special, she won't even want to sleep with you anymore. She'll call you out on your actions, you'll feel horrible, and she'll be gone. Really? I've seen that not work so many damn times in my life. Assholes are assholes, and they'll just, you know, try to sleep with whatever they can, and they don't really treat them well afterwards. Yet people keep going back. All right. Jeff being late. Jeff and Erica met at school, and they had been friends for a couple of months. Jeff kept hitting on Erica, so she finally felt comfortable enough to make plans with him. Jeff was to come to Erica's around 1 p.m. and study and hang out. At 1, she got a text from him saying that he was going for bites to eat with the guys and then coming over. He arrived at her place at 4 p.m. While it wasn't a big deal to Erica that he came over later than planned, it didn't make her feel special. This was their first date. It's a study date. He probably didn't even think about it. And Jeff was not Damn, I'm predictive. And Jeff was not thinking about what would be enjoyable for her, waiting around for him. He was only thinking about how he would enjoy having a meal with his friends before seeing her. Instead of making her feel special, he made her feel like he could take her or leave her. Not the best way to start things off. They made plans for 1 p.m., and he should have showed up at 1 p.m. and shared a meal with her. Jeff was the most attractive guy Erica had ever dated, so she let this one slide. But of course, it happened again. He was late for their second date, and he slept through their brunch plans, what would have been the third date. Eventually, Erica just had to call things off. Yes, Jeff was hot. Yes, she enjoyed his company very much. But she deserved to be treated better than this. And his response was something along the lines of, Relax, it's not really a big deal. Erica wasn't surprised a few months later when Jeff's new girlfriend, whom he loved so much, dumped him too. The bottom line here is that you need to start to think of her happiness. If you show up half an hour late to pick her up, how happy do you think she'll be? So don't do that. If she came over to watch a movie and all you have to drink is your favorite beer, she won't be happy as if you picked her up too. In good relationships, each person looks out for the other. In the beginning, you need to start to think along these lines. If all goes well, this will be the perfect start to a solid, healthy, happy relationship. If not, at least you had some practice and you'll be even better for the next woman you date. A note to the ladies. Of course, you should also start strong by treating him well, too. But treating him well does not mean you need to buy him 8 Hanukkah presents when you've been dating for a month. Don't go overboard. It's not necessary, and it will probably turn him off. Uh, sure hope everything's recording right, because I know my voice is a little dark right now. Oh well. Number 3. Put the past in the past. Honestly, this is one of the harder things for most guys to do. It's like, all I can think is Dante and Randall. All I hear after that is 37! Yeah, right. Okay. Past is in the past, people. Now the actual text here. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in the beginning of a relationship is to remind us of the woman you once dated. Do not put things in her head that you do not want to remain in her head forever, because they will. Any information you give us about your ex girlfriends, ex fiancés, or ex wives will remain in our head for all eternity. If you must talk about your ex, choose very carefully the words you use. Do not tell us about the most amazing apartment you found with her, or the best vacation you took together, or how you loved her so much. By talking about it, you are bringing the past into the present, and once it enters our head, it will be there for our future, too. We will always compare ourselves to her. We will compare our apartment to the one you shared with her, our vacations to the vacations you shared with her, and our love to the love you shared with her. Remember that we are looking to feel special. If we are bombarded with all of this from your past at the beginning of our relationship, we will never feel special. Wow, this page is dog-eared. Funny. It will be nearly impossible to overcome all the comparisons. Jim's Perfect Ring, Part 1. Annie and Jim were excited to have found each other because of all they had in common. First time Annie was at Jim's apartment, he mentioned that his ex used to live there with him. They had been engaged, and he designed for her the perfect ring. No ring could be more perfect, and Annie wanted to say, "Seriously, Jim? You're excited to have met me because of the potential of a future together, and the first time I come to your place, after we sleep together, you tell me that no ring could be more perfect than the one you designed for your ex. So the best I could ever hope for are sloppy seconds." Sorry, I couldn't help laugh. Really, Jim? Okay. We don't need to know that your ex was a lawyer, that she volunteered at a nursing home, or that she did triathlons. Because the next time we mention a lawyer, a nursing home, or an athlete, you're going to think of her. And thinking of her does not make us feel secure in our relationship, and therefore, more importantly, it does not make things light and fun between us. Remember, when we get insecure, we get annoying and jealous. It also does not make us want to have regular conversations with you because when a lawyer, nursing home, or athlete comes up in the conversation, we'll feel bad. Notice, the more you say about her, the more topics that will remind us of her, and the more we'll feel insecure. We know that you have a past. We just don't want to be reminded of it, at least not before our relationship is solid. Once we're feeling secure, it won't be a big deal. Think of the reverse. If we want to have good times with you, why would you ever bring up our ex-boyfriends? Why put those thoughts in your head at all? Good question. So please do not tell us that you lived with her, or almost lived with her, or anything about her unless it directly affects us now. If she's raising your child, yes, tell us. That would directly affect our relationship. If you're paying alimony and we're talking about sharing finances, tell us. But otherwise, do we really need to know anything about her? No, you don't, really. Because, shadows of the past cloud the future. Yeah. Okay, back up from the philosophy class. And if you're not fully over her and need to talk about it with a female friend, tell it to one who is not currently getting naked with you. The last thing we need to hear in after sex bonding moments is how you were so in love with her. Even if we just started dating and couldn't possibly be at that point yet, we still don't want to hear it. Because we will remember that one comment 6 months from now when you say you were so in love with us. And we'll wonder, more than you loved her? And we'll compare. Well, he went on vacations with her and not with me, but money is tight right now, so that could be a factor. He talked about living with her, but I don't know how far into the relationship that was. We're only 6 months in. She was a little thinner than I am, but I know he likes curves. All this will revolve in our heads indefinitely. You won't ever be able to undo it. 5 or 10 years down the line, we'll be having our second kid, and we'll be thinking, but would he have rather married her and had kids with her? After all, he was so in love with her. Notice how we exaggerated the so? The original was so in love, and it now became so in love with her. This will always happen, not because we are crazy or want drama, but because we want security. And whatever you say that could threaten this security will remain with us always. So please, make no mention of your former women. Yeah. Note to the ladies: do not ask stupid questions like, did you live with anyone before? What did your ex do for a living? What was her name? Because what will you do with this information? You'll feel bad every time you encounter someone with that name or career. You'll make up stories in your head about their relationship while they live together, and you'll cyberstalk her. Yeah, that's true enough. Admittedly, guys can be just about as obsessive as women are in that case, because, yeah, I cyberstalked a guy that was flirting with my ex, and, well, I kind of went to his house planning to kill him. But that's in the past. Yes, guys, you should know about this. We spend countless hours cyberstalking your exes. You have no idea the severity. We will find details about her even you didn't know. We'll find her on Facebook, her MySpace, old book, her current online dating profile, her employment info, and the average race pace for all of her runs in the last calendar year. We'll find pictures of her mom sent us to sent to the local newspaper when she graduated college. It's all out there on the internet, and we will find it. Why? Because we foolishly hope that by looking her up, we'll find something to make us feel more secure about our relationship with you. Something about how we're a better match for you. Something awful about her. Something. Anything. But what we actually find is more information to grow and take up space in our heads. More information to feed our insecurities. So please do not give us any information about these women. They are truly in your past. It is best to leave them there. Ladies, you must stop cyberstalking. Nothing good ever comes of it. And guys, maybe you think bringing up your past experiences with an ex will make our relationship better. Maybe you want to bring up what you learned by living with her, thinking it will make it better for us when we all move in together. Or maybe you think bringing up your sexual past will make your sex life better. It won't. It's great that you learn from your past, but you'll have to keep those lessons to yourself. And remember, people are different. What worked for your ex may not work for us. So please keep the past in the past. Keep us feeling good about our relationship. Keep us feeling special, cared for, and secure. Closure. Putting the past in the past means you'll have to get rid of the perfect ring you made for your ex fiancee. Cover up that tattoo of your ex's name across your heart, and get rid of the brochures for the honeymoon you were planning together. Without getting the closure you need, you won't be able to have a successful new relationship. Even if you think you're ready, you'll feel bad knowing the ring still exists, looking at another woman's name every time you take your shirt off, or finding the honeymoon brochures when you tell her to look in your desk for a pen. Ari's ex addiction. Ari and Rachel have been seeing each other for several months, but things just didn't seem to be progressing. Rachel finally realized why. Since before they met, Ari was going online for at least once a week to see what his ex girlfriend was still on an online dating site. Turns out sometimes guys do cyberstalking too. Duh. The ex cheated on him multiple times. It made Ari happy to see that she was single. Ari was spending all that time hating his ex and couldn't possibly be open to building something real with Rachel. Rachel got annoying and jealous, and they soon parted ways. Moral of the story: get your closure and leave the past in the past. Moving on. Literally. Number 4, the online cleanup. With the incredible popularity of social networking sites, it has become way too easy to get way too much information about the person you're dating. Very true. While it is nice to find out some things about each other, as with online dating profiles, our social networking pages often contain more information than our potential partners should see. Yeah, that's why I'm a wolf online. If you're going to add a new woman as an online friend, keep in mind all the information she is going to find: the names of your ex girlfriends, links to profiles of your ex girlfriends, pictures of your ex girlfriends, what experiences you shared with your ex girlfriends, how many drinks you had at the horrible, awesome night, which of your friends was responsible for that awesome, horrible night, how much time you spent playing Mafia Wars. Damn, this is an old book. The wow, beautiful comments you just wrote on a female friend's picture. The wild party you attended on July 5th at 9:30 p.m. How many hot bikini girls you met in Mexico. How close you were sitting to the bikini girls in the hot tub in Mexico. Yeah, stuff on that. Inviting her into your online world gives her much more information than she needs to have about you, and much more information than you may want her to have about you, especially since, she probably cyberstalks. This is why I suggest the online cleanup. It's time consuming, it's boring, and it requires a lot of clicking. But you would do it before getting a new job, and you should do it before getting a new girlfriend. Yeah, no one's going to do that. At some point in your relationship, probably when you haven't called her back, when you cancel plans, or just when she's bored, she will read your entire online history. She'll read all the older posts until you joined Facebook. She'll read all your blog entries and all your tweets. She'll look at your pictures, including those in which you're tagged, the pictures you've posted of yourself, the pictures that come up when she Googles you. It's out there and she'll find it because she's bored. Here's no one asked you. Because she's curious or because she just can't figure you out. Whatever the reason, if it's online and it's about you, she'll eventually find it. Seriously, my online presence is 25 years plus, so there's lots of shit about me out there, including one picture wasn't posted on the site. It was just shared for direct email, so pretty sure it didn't get shared. You can choose to leave it all there, but you should know what to expect if you do. And there's like a table here. So she finds the names of your ex girlfriends, and then she Googles them, also Googles your name with each of theirs to find joint online info, and becomes annoying and jealous. She finds links to the profiles of your ex girlfriends. She clicks the links, compares herself to each ex girlfriend, wonders what you saw in each of them, wonders if you still have feelings for them, because she becomes annoying and jealous. She finds pictures of your ex girlfriend, and then she wonders if you think exes are more attractive than she. Assumes you have a thing for blondes with big boobs, marathon runners, sexy Latinas. Becomes annoying and jealous. Wow. When she finds what experiences you shared with your ex-girlfriends, and then she wonders if you had more fun with them than you do with her. Wonders if they are better in bed than she is, and wonders how long you dated each of them. And she becomes annoying and jealous. She finds the wow, beautiful comments that you just wrote on a female friend's picture, and then she feels completely insecure because you haven't said that she's beautiful, becomes annoying and jealous. She finds the wild party you attended July 5th at 9:30 p.m., and then she wonders if that was the night you canceled plans with her. Wonders if she was at the party. Checks the names of your exes and the beautiful friend against the names of who attended. Becomes annoying and jealous. See a pattern here? She finds how close you were sitting to the bikini girls in the hot tub in Mexico. And she wonders if you slept with any of them. And wonders if you used protection. becomes annoying and jealous. Insecure women become annoying and jealous. That's kind of a repetitive motive there. Keep in mind that your online past is not your actual past. You are free to keep all the memories you want. I'm merely suggesting that you keep these memories off the internet. Keep the pictures on your computer or a jump drive that your girlfriend shouldn't ever come across. Now, see, that would be hiding information. That would just make her even worse, honestly. And it's like, oh, she's checking out your place because you let her in, or she's already got her key, that kind of thing. She finds a mysterious flash drive, or gets on your computer and finds a mysterious folder, which has already a trust issue because she's getting on your computer and picking up random shit in your apartment. And she realizes, hey, this is full of pictures. Oh my god, these women are naked. Yeah, and she realizes that she recognizes a few of them, and they're like your coworkers or whatnot. And then she just has a complete blowout, and it's like, oh, I didn't want you to know about it because then you would, completely freak out like you just did. Anyway, not that I haven't done the same thing, honestly, finding pictures and shit. Anyway, Alexis, look at my pictures online. A guy Alexis dated was telling her about the fun he had on New Year's Eve with his friends back home and invited her to look at some pictures he posted online. She wasn't in the habit of looking at his page because they had only been seeing each other for about a month, and she thinks some privacy is a good thing in the beginning of a relationship. And he asked her to look at the pictures, so she did. And there was one photo of him and a female friend engaging in an innocent peck on the lips. Alexis thought it was rude and inappropriate of him to invite her to look at this photo. When she called him out on this, he went into the whole thing about jealousy, about he didn't date jealous women, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't about jealousy for Alexis. She wasn't upset that he shared a peck on the lips with another woman. After all, it was New Year's Eve, and Alexis and he were only seeing each other about a month. Alexis was upset that he posted the picture and invited her to see it. It was about his disregard for her and the relationship they had started. Needless to say, things did not work out after this. Dude, really. If I could see it being part of an album that you invited her to see, but you don't point out the particular picture. I mean, that's just stupid. I guess there are guys out there that do that. Otherwise, this book wouldn't be written, right? Anyway, if this guy wanted to have good times with Alexis and continue seeing her, why would he put the idea of him and another woman into her head, even if she was only a friend? That would not make Alexis feel good about being with him. The idea of him with another woman would always be in the back of Alexis's mind. It would not keep Alexis's mood light and fun. It certainly wouldn't make her feel special, cared for, or secure. He either didn't think of her feelings, or worse, tried to test her response. Don't do that shit, really? No, I just did it to make him jealous so you'd pay more attention to me. Fuck that shit, kids. Honestly. I'm not going to say anything else on that subject. The thing to remember here is to keep your eye on the prize. Remember your goals. You want to have good times with us, right? Putting the idea of you and another woman into our heads is contradictory to the goal. Even if she's just a friend, even if it was New Year's Eve. If you want to keep sharing good times with us, you need to make us feel special, cared for, and secure. We want to feel good about choosing to be with you. To be sure to keep her from getting annoying and jealous, you'll have to address the following. Profile pictures. Delete any profile pictures of you with an X. Tagged pictures. Untag yourself from any pictures with an X or a woman you're clearly showing interest in. Photos in your album. Delete or change the privacy on any photos with your exes. Again, that's hiding things. If they're going to be cyber stalking you, they're going to find it anyway. It's just. I have to remember this book was written by a woman. And my experience with a woman would be that they would find it anyway. And she even said that they sucked. Oh, your friends list. Unfriend your exes. Remember, this doesn't mean you shouldn't be real life friends. It means you shouldn't advertise the friendship with your new woman. I don't advertise. I'm friends with most of my exes. I mean, seriously, why not? No, parted on good terms for the most part. Recent comments with a wink. Really? Who the fuck uses winky icons? Oh, the trouble these winks can cause. Compare. Status posts. Thanks for all the birthday love. Comment by a female friend. You're welcome. Smiley face. Versus status post. Thanks for all the birthday love. Comment from female friend. You're welcome. Wink. Whatever. Status post. A little surfing, a little adventure, and a whole lot of relaxing. Perfect. Comment by friend. I heard there was lots of adventure. With an exclamation point. Versus status post. Spring break. A little surfing, a little adventure, and a whole lot of relaxing. Perfect. Comment by friend. I heard there was lots of adventure. Winky face. Okay, I could see that one being a little misleading. I don't know what kind of adventures you have, buddy. Buddy. If the wink can cause the comment to be interpreted in a problem-causing way, expect it to happen. Delete the comments. Recent comments you wrote. Delete the links to any comments you've recently written. Give her less to discover. Really? Women are going to discover it anyway. I know they don't want to discover it, but they will. They always do. That's why I've just gotten to be the point that I'm open, and if they ask anything from me, I'll tell them. That's the whole purpose of being open in a relationship, right? Anyway, it might seem excessive, but it's necessary if you want to keep her from getting annoying and jealous. Honestly, I'd like to see a woman get jealous over me. It's like it's happened one time, and I think she threatened the woman I was talking. Well, I was role playing with someone. That's a game, whatever. Wasn't even that serious, I think. Oh, I didn't think, but apparently she did. She wrote a really long post about it in her live journal. But she admitted feeling that it was weird that she felt that way. So, anyway, continuing. Julie and Ben's online drama. I need dramatic music cue there. I'm so tempted to put one. No, I don't. Okay. Just because I'm going to say it again. Julie and Ben's online drama. Okay, I feel better now. No, I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. Julie and Ben worked together briefly before Ben took a job about 50 miles away. They kept in touch by phone and talked about meeting up socially. Julie started to notice that Ben was calling less often, and at the same time saw other women writing all over his online page. Julie jumped to conclusions and called Ben to ask questions. Ben blew up about the drama. She started, "You're just like my mother." Oh, damn. It wasn't pretty, and that was the end of Ben and Julie. Oh, no shit. Tim's beautiful friend. That's a no. Mary and Tim were dating for about a month, and Mary was very into social networking sites. While looking at Tim's page, she saw that Tim commented on Karen's photo. So, of course, Mary had to click on Karen's photo to see what Tim wrote. It was a picture of Karen, whom Mary didn't know, and Tom wrote, "Wow, beautiful." This made Mary feel horrible. She thought things were going well between her and Tim. I'll keep that little tick sound. Someone actually popping into my stream? I'm not seeing any posts. Okay. She thought things were going well between her and Tim, began to wonder if the attention he paid her was also being paid to other women. Mary did not feel special. Mary got annoying. And there went Mary and Tim. I want to stress that there was nothing wrong with Tim thinking and saying that Karen looked beautiful in the picture. The problem was that he did it in such a way that Mary could see it. The relationship he had with Mary had just begun, wasn't solid yet, and his comment made her feel insecure. Nothing good will grow out of insecurity in any relationship. It all goes back to the logic. If you want to keep enjoying time with us, why would you put the idea in the head of another woman? Why would you put the idea of another woman in our head? I can't speak. Women who aren't trying to play mind games with men. See, she admits that they play mind games with men. Don't post pictures of themselves kissing other guys. We don't publicly write, "Wow, hot," on other guys' photos. Bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. We just don't. We're interested in you. And we wouldn't want you to feel bad in any way. We want to keep having good times with you. So if you want to have a good relationship with us, why do something that would make us feel any less than fabulous? We understand that competition makes some men work harder and makes them feel more interested, but it is the opposite for women. No, it isn't. Honestly, if you look like you're happy with someone else and not me, I'll try to put it up. Won't try to. I'll actually act a little bit more possessive and try to put up more effort. But if it doesn't change anything and it seems that you're still happy with someone else, I would rather you be happy than to have you have to deal with me. So that's kind of what led up to my divorce. She wanted to have attention, and frankly, she was getting attention. I was trying to focus on, you know, keeping this, keeping myself working, even though I didn't find a decent job. So, still don't have a decent job. My life sucks. So, I'm not on the market because of that very reason. I don't have time or money or any effort to put into it, which is sad because I could really well. Moving on. If it looks like you're interested in or involved in other women, we'll walk away. If we're very interested, we'll probably cry too. And if we think, "Game on, bitch," then you did not pick a sane, mature, intelligent woman, and you should run far, far away. Uh, okay, that's 50 minutes of that. Damn it, need a bookmark. Okay. That went like introduction through 4, I guess, chapters of this book. So I'm putting the book down for now. Anyway, it's 11:09. I should probably go ahead and log off for the night. I'll come back in a little while with your story, but I'm going to go ahead and pause it here for now. So, if I'm not back, good night, pups. Remember, they want to feel secure. They want to. I've already forgotten 3 lessons. I'm bad about that. Okay, special, cared for, and secure. So women need it. Men actually need it too. So good night, pups. Have a good evening.